Yes. Good afternoon, good evening. I figured I'd jump on a little early tonight so I could take my time and drop the sauce. I am going to share this because tonight we are going to shake up the building. I am going to share this and I want to make sure the audio is up to par. Yes, the audio is definitely up to par. Um, you guys got a lot of explaining to do tonight. And when I say you guys, I'm talking about all you pro uh, Earl Spence YTC channels, all you pro Earl Spence boxing groups, all you pro Earl Spence fans. You guys got a lot of explaining to do tonight. Um, at first, I was going to somewhat sugarcoat this, but it's no need to sugarcoat it now. This is Creative Content 101. Um, like I said, shout out to Kevin Ioli of Yahoo Sports TV. Dope little piece you did on EJ. I'm going to pull that up in a second. But man, you guys got a lot of explaining to do to me tonight. And we're going to get to that. We're going to get to all of that good business tonight. And I'm going to take my time. Like I said, it's Friday. I am home. We are going to dine out tonight. So, with that being said, I don't have to cook. So I'm going to take some time and I'm going to have some fun. And I am going to really expose a lot of things tonight. And like I said, I'm going to expose a lot of things tonight. Salute to Keemon Wade. Shout out to my nephew. He is doing good. Continue praying for him. For those that are into that type of sauce, he was battling a stomach virus, but he is in our prayers. But yes, you are rocking out with the best in the world, the best on Long Island, the best in the world. And I'm just saying what my good buddy said, for those of y'all that think I'm blowing, that is what my good buddy said. Shout out to, uh, like I said, my good buddy. Look, if you guys think I'm lying, right? One thing about me, I am blessed. God is good. I'm doing my thing in the game. But yes, my good buddy said that. I'm just saying, repeating what he said, a former world champion. Best in the world.
This is your boy Jamel Simplified Herring, and I'm with the best in the world, the best from Long Island, the Sauce Talk Podcast. Hey, we doing big things. Shout out to everybody out there in LI as well. Simplified, salute.
Yes, you know the vibes. Salute. Shout out to Jamel Herring. How are we sounding? Let me see. Let me make sure y'all see my microphone. And I like to stun a little bit too. We got nice things. You see my microphone after y'all see it? I'll pull it up in front of the screen so y'all can see why y'all hear me so clear. But thank you, Kimon. I appreciate that. Um, of course. With God, everything is possible. He is the Alpha Omega. He controls the destiny, and he is not through with young Braylon yet. He has a calling on his life, and God has big things for him to do. In order for him to do those things, he has to be around. So we rebuke all sickness, because all sickness, now I'm sounding like a preacher, pastor, but all sickness comes from the pits of hell, and that's where we cast that back to. But let's get to the business. Earl Spence, the Spencer. Yes, the Spencer. Let's get to the business. The Spencer. Yes, where is it? There it is. Here it is. Let's play this real quick. This is a quick clip. You see how the sauce is heavy duty in the game now. Man, you see how I could run my desk. That's why I love to do my podcast when I'm at my desk. Watch how I break this game down to you. Please do not let this go over your head. I want y'all to catch the source and catch the source real quick.
Dominant position with Terrence?
I mean, I feel like I always, been, in a dominant position.
How was that?
Just, somebody else just, fighting my dominance.
How's he fighting your
So,
dominance?
I feel like, it's something that can, definitely happen if, everybody realistic about, certain situations
about
and
what?
stuff like that. But, it's not something that, I took off the table just yet.
So it's on the table.
Well,
or it's not
before we
on the
let you
table?
go, we got to hear a prediction on the fight with Ugas. I know you're going to.
Okay, that was a clip from, like I said, that was a clip from Yahoo Sports. Kevin Iole. Shout out to Kevin Iole. I seen him at the Teofimo Lopez, George Gambosa presser. Well, weigh-in. He's with the guys on the YTC set consider old media. Earl Spence went to old media and did that interview. After so many of you channels, you Facebook groups, you YTC affiliates that claim they are affiliated with him and all that, you guys claim to, have access and all this, but yet he goes over there. So like I said, we need answers on that. We just want a little clarity on that because, you guys, countless videos, right? First I want to say this. Shout out to World Combat Sports. My guy, Scotty White, he has a challenge going on. This is for all the Earl Spence cheerleaders, and I'm adding to that challenge. There's a point system with this challenge now. For all you guys that's going to be running to Texas, you cheerleaders, you pro Earl Spence supporters, especially you guys that claim you do this, you blog, you do media. A picture with Earl Spence. This is a point system. It's like boxing. A picture with Earl Spence will be worth 25 points. A interview with Earl Spence. Not no media strum interview. A one-on-one interview. Check out the source catalog. A one-on-one interview is worth 100 points. If you can get Earl Spence on your live, like how shout out to Mr. ILTBA. Mr. ILTBA was a big fixture with that. So we want to incorporate him somewhat in this also. If you can get Earl Spence on your live, and this is especially to all you pro Earl Spence groups, channels, if you could get him on your live, that will be considered a 10-8 round, a dominant round, a knockdown. Like I said, this is on a point system. I added my own source to this. This is the Scotty White challenge, but I am adding on to it now. Because, I see all you guys day in, day out, countless narratives and, pro Spence post and all this Spence talk. But yet I never see Spence on your platform. I never see an interview with Spence, let alone Derek James. Maybe you guys, like I told this to somebody, right? Me, I don't care. I am the source. I said, why don't they get the janitor? Get somebody that has insight. You feel me? Get somebody that has insight, a insider. The janitor that mops the floor over there. He's an insider. Maybe you can get him because it's obvious you're not getting Spence. You're not getting Coach James. Get somebody, right? You can possibly get points for that. But like I said, a one-on-one interview will be considered a 10-8 round. If you get him on your live, man, you almost might even win the competition. But if you come back empty-handed, Yes, if you come back empty-handed, this is for all you wildebeest. Yes, because one thing about me, I am a apex predator, and you guys are wildebeest to me. So for all you wildebeest that will be doing the Great Migration, if you watched National Geographic, see the source is type intelligence. So I'm going to use my National Geographic terminology tonight for everybody going to Texas, Dallas, Texas, April 16th for the wildebeest migration. If you come back home empty handed, like I said, no picture, this is especially for the cheerleaders. All you cheerleaders, all you cheerleaders need to at least get a photo because that's what cheerleaders do, right? Now, all you team members, or people that are bloggers and media, you have to got to, your criteria is a little more. You got to get a one-on-one interview. I want a one-on-one interview. You know, if you don't get that, you might as well say you got eaten by the hyenas because they're gonna laugh at you, the lions because they're gonna eat you up, the wild dogs because they're gonna eat you up. So the criteria is simple. You know, this is for all of you so-called, especially, I'm not even going to disrespect y'all and call y'all Spence mates. This for all you guys that your whole channels, your whole YouTube existence, your whole Facebook group is catered to this man. But yet you don't have no interviews. You don't have no substance, like the source likes to say. Yeah, sorry about that. That was a phone call. You know, once I get to really dropping the source, you see how they try to shut me down? No, no, no. Not today. Not today. Because you are dealing with a real one. Yes. Unlike you sabotages and you flunkies and you crash dummies, the source is connected. So, yes, the point system is as such. Cheerleaders, you get the cheerleading exception. If you get a photo with Earl Spence, because that's, you know, what cheerleaders do. You get a team cheerleader photo. That's good enough. But for you bloggers, you guys that claim you have access to him, media, if you don't come back with an interview, like I said, you so much as are dead in the wildebeest migration. That means you didn't make it. That means a predator got to you. You was fooled. Because you know why I had to get on this? Because, like I said, shout out to Kevin Ioli, who is what, you know, they considered old media. But it's old media that got the Earl Spence interview. And I told somebody this, a colleague of mine, and I'm going to share it because you know how guys always love to pat themselves on the back, right? I said it may be two, like poker, like playing spades. I said it may be a possible two that may get a interview, a one-on-one. I said Blue Blood Sports TV and maybe Champ Side. I said the rest of them, I don't see it happening. I definitely don't see it happening. The guy that used to have access to him, I don't see it happening because he bashes their daddy over there, Charlie, Al, whatever his name is, the guy nobody sees. So once you bash him, you really can't get interviews. So I don't see Barbershop Conversation pulling that off. But you know, maybe he might because one of Earl Spence's associates, assistants, you know, assistant is he's a big Barbershop Conversation fan supporter. So he maybe, I don't know, but I don't think so because Barbershop Conversation has been killing their god, their deity, the unspoken, unseen one. Yes, you're rocking out with yours truly. Showtime, Sizzle the Sauce, hottest in the game. Salute to all the sponsors.
Girls, can you bring me a couple of those shirts? The new Jihad Tucker shirts, real quick. Let me get some of them shirts. Just a couple. Not too many. Don't bring too many. Bring one and one. One white, one black. Yes, one white, one black. You heard? Yes, let me take a commercial break, like I said, real quick. Plug our sponsors. See, our sponsors is us. You know, we support us. We build us. We build each other up. So why don't I promote some Jihad Tucker product? Yes, thank you. Here we go. Thank you. That was Coach Green. Look, and you see, look, you got to see the growth. You see the growth? You see how these are packaged up? Some of these are in the current stores out here. But these are packaged now. Remember how we did it the first time? That's growth. See? And shout out to Uncle Platt. You know, Uncle Platt definitely got his autograph one. You know, limited edition, man. Fight Night apparel. Thank you, Coach Green. All right, let's back to the regular schedule programming now. I'm going to need. You see my equipment? Let me pull my equipment out. I am going to need. Let me set my light up real quick. I am going to need one of you channels. Yeah, we in the Source Studios right now. We are in the Source Studios. Let me set my lighting up real quick. I'm in the Source desk. Get that. Let's get this good now. I want to set the light up, man. You know, forgive me. We still a little so to say hood status with it. Yeah, ghetto fabulous. But yes, let's get the lighting up now. Cause you know, I want y'all to see me just as good as y'all hear me. You know, and I'm doing this for a reason. Cause I remember when they tried to mock me and say get better equipment. What about now? How about now? Oh yes, did you see that light click on? How's that? Yes, there's the mic. Let's move this a little bit. Yes, we are at the Source desk. Like I said, shout out to all the sponsors. You know, we can't do this without y'all. But yes, back to what I was saying. He goes to old media. You know, you guys love pushing that narrative about old media. And well, let me get cool now. Hold on. Since I got those right there on, you know, the light is in my face. So let me get all the way cool with it. There we go. Yeah, since you guys love to talk about old media, right? And why do you go to old media first? You know, like I said, you have you cheerleaders who, like I said, the cheerleaders get 50, 25 points for a picture. But where are the ones from you bloggers, you know, that blog all the time, countless Earl Spence videos? Where are your interviews at? Where is your coverage on this at? You know, that's what we want to know. You know, that's what we want to know. You're rocking out with yours truly, the Sauce, man. The spicy one, hot and spicy. Yes, man. Shout out to Uncle Platt, man. Let me share that because I you know, I'm all about growth and prosperity and building up the community. You know, a lot of y'all ain't with that. Y'all don't know nothing about that. So y'all can't really respect that. But let's get this up there. You know, get this up there so y'all can see how we are moving. And like I said, we are going to continue to keep building. And now we're going to get this up there. Shout out to my guy, Scotty White, in the building. Appreciate you. But yes, I added to it. It's the point system now. You know, maybe I can handle the light. It's right up in my face, but I'm all right. The point system. So for you bloggers, right? You guys will receive 100 points if you can get a one-on-one interview. No media scrum interviews. Like, I know the game. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. Anybody can get a media scrum interview. You got to get a one-on-one. And for you guys who are bloggers and media and you claim to be team affiliates, you might not get the 400 because you guys claim you are Earl Spence's friends and your team members. So you have, that's just like me interviewing Jihad Tucker. You know, I'm a team member. That doesn't count. Like how I was in the gym the other day with him and I played around with my daughter's microphone. That doesn't count because I have access to him. So if you have access to Earl Spence and you claim you're a team member and you don't have an actual interview with him, this is a big pay-per-view fight. Hopefully y'all are catching this source tonight. Like I said, we are going on early. I got a couple of topics to get to, but I'm just going to stay on this one for a little while because, like I said, I'm going to replay the video because Kevin Iole got the exclusive first. Like I said, I feel that like I said, I shared it, and I'm sharing this in good faith because I don't want people to say that I'm hating, I'm jealous. That's why I said I think Blue Blood Sports TV will probably get one in champ side. The rest of you guys, I don't see it happening for you. I do see a couple of you cheerleaders possibly getting the picture because that is what female dogs. I see how I'm coming politically correct. I'm not gonna call you that, the B word, but that's what they get. Cheerleaders. So the cheerleaders could possibly get that. But as far as interviews, like I said, barbershop conversation, he would have been in the driver's seat, but he has been talking bad about the deity, the one hardly ever seen and always heard from. Charlie's Angels. Do you know Charlie's Angels? See, Charlie, this is for, I'm showing my age, but God is good. I will be 43 next month, April 20th. Charlie was always heard on the radio. Charlie, shout out to Lord of the Rings, me and Lord of the Rings, and a couple of others of us call him that. Charlie never was seen, but Charlie had some fighting ass angels. Who's that? You already know who that is. That guy over there. Everybody never sees Charlie. You only hear him. Angels? Yeah, shout out to Charlie though, man. Charlie, start pushing the right ones, man. Charlie, start pushing the right ones. But yes, Kevin Iole. Let's get to Kevin Iole's. I clipped it and I talked over it, so now they can't say that. I'm learning the game. But let's replay this video. Here it is again.
Dominant position with Terrence?
I feel like I always, been, in a dominant position.
How was that?
Just, somebody else just, fighting my dominance.
How's he fighting your dominance?
I feel like, it's something that can, definitely happen if, everybody realistic about, certain situations and stuff like that. But, it's not something that, I took off the table just yet.
So it's on the table?
Well, before we let you go, we got to hear a prediction on the fight with Ugas.
Yes, well, he said he hasn't taken it off the table yet. He hasn't taken it off the table, But shout out to Spence for going to old media with that interview. Man, I just knew one of these pro Spence channels, these pro Spence bloggers was going to get one of those first. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? Oh, take a little intermission. And then the intermission, let me just throw this in because they always say I don't talk enough about PBC fights. I seen just released that the Castano Charlo fight will be May 14th. May 14th on Showtime. I don't know if it's pay-per-view yet, but I don't think so. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it is 7 days after Canelo's pay-per-view. Now, let's talk a little bit about this. This is just a change subject. Canelo is fighting pay-per-view DAZN May 7th. Canelo's going to sell. So Charlo's fight most likely will be on free Showtime. But that's odd, right? I want to say, you know why that's odd? Pay attention to this source because I am schooling you guys tonight. Keith Thurman, this guy, Fox pay-per-view. Here you have a undisputed fight that is not going to be paid per view. It might not. Most likely won't be. Because like I said, it's 7 days after Canelo. Down with the king. Down with the king. Canelo is the king. Yes, Canelo is the king. So I don't think Charlo Castano will be pay-per-view. Now, I need somebody to explain this to me, right? And I'm going to leave this out there. If that fight isn't pay-per-view, how much money are they going to get paid? Undisputed. That's where all the money's at, over there. Over there. Over there. But it's not going to be pay-per-view. But yet, they charge us pay-per-view for Keith Thurman and Barrios. That was a title eliminator, right? To get a spot on the WBC. But we paid a pay-per-view for that. Charles Martin, what's the other guy? King Kong Ortiz. That was a pay-per-view. No titles on the line. But here we have a undisputed, and it's gonna. I think this would be history, right? For a winner. There has never been a undisputed junior middleweight champion, but yet it's going to be on Showtime, not Showtime pay-per-view. So I'm hearing. I might be wrong. We always have to say allegedly. That is allegedly. But yes, let's get back on topic. I just want to just throw that in there. The WCS Challenge. Shout out to World Combat Sports. Challenge is in full effect. And I added the source stipulations. It is a point system. So when you guys do the wildebeest migration to Dallas, Texas, like how the wildebeest migrate in the African tundra, if you come back empty-handed, that means you got slaughtered by the apex predators. So if you do not get a picture for the cheerleaders, if you get a picture for the cheerleaders, that's like losing a calf, And if you know anything, that's what the wildebeest do. When, they go through the different pride lands, and the lions, the wild dogs, the hyenas, they get to attacking the wildebeest pride. The calves get slaughtered. The elders get slaughtered. That's how the wildebeest move, man. If you know anything, the wildebeest, man, they shout out to the buffalo. See, like all prey don't give it up like that. But the wildebeest would they will sacrifice the calf, they will sacrifice the old. So that's how you wildebeest are going to be down there. You are going to sacrifice one another for pictures, possibly interviews. So, like I said, if you come back empty-handed, that means you got slaughtered in the wildebeest migration. But, like I said, we are doing a point system. So, if you do get an interview, that is 100 points. That will possibly get you a decision. Because an interview with Earl Spence is like a 10-8 round. But if you can get Earl Spence on your live, shout out to IOTBA, man. IOTBA was the man. That is considered Mortal Kombat status. Flawless victory. Flawless victory. So you will get a TKO stoppage. What that means is by you doing that, and I will probably put in a call to World Combat Sports, we would have to automatically give you a shot or a title because you are a winner. That's getting him on your live. You understand? But if you come back empty-handed, you were one of the wildebeests that got slaughtered going through the pride lands. Either the lions got to you, the hyenas, the African wild dogs, because there's a lot of apex predators that be out there. And I want to say this too in regards to that challenge, right? Like I said, the pitches only classify for the cheerleaders. What classifies you as a cheerleader? A cheerleader is somebody who is this. We got to give you this the classification because a lot of y'all that are bloggers are gonna try to all of a sudden become cheerleaders. No, if you are doing what I'm doing right now, you are, you do live streams, you attend fights, you like I said, you do lives, you have panels, you discuss boxing. You're not a cheerleader. You're a blogger now. I'm not gonna say you're media because if you don't have no actual trench work, real interviews, you're not media. Let's just be clear on that. Because there are real media out there. I don't want to disrespect them. Salute to all of them that go hard, that throw their signs hard, that's representing. But you all considered a blogger, or what I like to call a gossip girl. You little chatty patty. Yeah, you little chatty patty. So a picture just doesn't do it for me. And I'm going to discuss this with World Combat because this is his challenge, but I just doing a little soft stipulation. So yes, for you chatty patty gossip girls, with your panels and you discuss boxing. Nah, just the picture is not cutting it. You got to get a little chatty patty with them. The same way you chatty patty about boxing and knowing this and that. That's what you got to do. So a picture doesn't classify you. That goes to the cheerleaders. That goes to the guys that are in comments all the time, and they're not really bloggers, but they're just in the comments. They are undercover co-producers, so you can get to classified as a cheerleader. So a picture would get you some form of points. But bloggers, guys that do this, that's on here discussing boxing, discussing the business of boxing, discussing with teams and team business and shit like that. Now you gotta get the interview, my guy, and it gotta be one-on-one at least. Maybe like I said, you see, shout out to Kevin Ioli, man. Old media got one. At least you guys can get that, right? All of the you better not say nothing bad about old Earl Spence. All that you gotta get that, man. Come on now. You gotta get that, man. You gotta get that. If you can't get that, man, you don't need to be doing this, man. You don't need to be doing this, man. But to each his own. But I'm just saying, you guys been looking goofy and weird to me. But like I said, if you don't get that, if you don't come back from the wildebeest migration with an interview, you listen. And like I said, the ones I think is gonna get it is Champ Sign and possibly Blue Blood. The rest of y'all, I don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening, man. Because you're not built like that. You guys, to me, to be honest, you guys are soft. You guys are like a vanilla cone in the summertime. Soft. You melt quick. You're not built like that. You're not in the trenches. You're the type that'll break a nail and say, ow, ow. Hopefully you're catching this sauce tonight. Told you he was gonna have fun. Yo, get your Jihad Tucker sauce. Shout out to Unc. Let me see. Unc Cop one. Let me refresh the page to show you how we are moving. Like I said, we love our supporters. We are really in the trenches with our peoples. We uplift one another. And like I said, Unc copped one down there in Texas. You heard Unc got his Jihad Tucker sauce. And see, y'all don't listen, right? I told y'all they're limited edition, and he's autographing them. We're autographing them. We're getting them out there for the peoples to show our appreciation. And look here, if Jihad Tucker did not autograph this and mail it out, right? And mail this out, like I said, I do the local deliveries. I mail them out too. And if you caught one from me and you want it autographed, just let me know. I will get it autographed before I send it out. But for the people that's contacting him, they're getting autographed right off the gate. And I wish I had Unc on. Unc could show you that, but he could tell you that. But I'm gonna pull up his video. Like I said, see, one thing about me, whenever you support the cause, you support the source, we definitely give that back. And we're gonna get to that. You know, I gotta get this gaming PC. There it is. You see, it's taking a little while to upload. There it is. There it is. Y'all see it? Let's salute to Unc, man, representing the brand. You see? I threw this up. ASAP Rocky. ASAP Rocky. Man, let's get that up. Let's get that up. Catch the sauce.
Appreciate that, champ.
Yes, yes, that's dope, right? That's love right there. You see the difference? Man, you see the difference, man? That's fire.
Appreciate that, champ.
Yes, that's the vibes right there, man. Salute to Jihad Tucker. You know, 10 toes down. That's Jihad Tucker. 10 toes down, man. Young head in the game, March 19th is his date. Hula Theater, MSG, you know the vibes, man. 7th fight, man. 7-1 by fast, man. 7-1 by fast. But yeah, back to the challenge, man. This was the topic today, man. The challenge, man. Shout out to Kevin Ioli. Right now, Kevin Ioli, you are in the lead. You are in the lead, man. You are the lead horse in the Kentucky Derby right now. You came out, and after all of the backlash that you received for being old media, and man, you fucked the game up, Kevin Ioli. Shout out to you, man. I'll probably see you at the fights. You know,
Appreciate that, champ.
You will definitely be at the fights. I know how you roll. You know, I know how you roll. You'll definitely be at the fight. So you're in the lead right now, man. You came out the gates heavy on the YTC, man. You know, and I don't even think you go as hard for Earl Spence like these others, man. Let me give my guys some likes over here. You know, I don't even think like some like I said, man. Some of these channels of like pro Earl Spence channels. Some of these groups are pro Earl Spence groups, man. And for you guys not to get that interview, man. Oh man, listen, man. To be honest with you, if you guys come back empty-handed, man, I gotta get with my guy though, man. If you guys come back empty-handed with no interview, no type of one-on-one interviews, man, you guys really need to seriously look in the mirror, man, and you know, address what you are. You know, address what you are. Are you a stan? You know what stan is? Shout out to Eminem, that song that Eminem had. Man. And I'm only saying that to say this. Watching the Kevin Ioli interview, and you know, like I said, I come from a boxing family. And just seeing Earl Spence's demeanor, the laughter, and the man, I don't like that. If you know, you know. I don't really dig that, man. You know, I don't dig that. You know, when like if I'm talking to you and I'm like, yeah, Sauce. So basically, what are you going to do to try to neglect the the shots? And I said, basically, what I'm going to do is, you know, I'm just going to duck my head down and, you know, try to swim and not get hit. Nah, that's not cool. Yes. Dice. You got the dice. Okay. Shout out to Coach Reen on the check-in. Coach Reen, was you working the corners last night in the gym? Yeah. All right. Thank you. Let that work. Close the door now, please. Thank you. Yes, dice. Shake them up. Shake them up. Shake them up. Shake them. Who's gonna win? Yes. Okay. Thank you, Coach Reen, on the scene. But yes, I didn't like that. If you watch the Kevin Iole interview, right? A lot of laughter. A lot of laughter, after questions. Not too much laughter for me, man, and that's not a good sign. I'm not gonna go deep into that because, like I said, a lot of stuff that the source talks on and speaks on is way over you guys' heads. Because, like I said, the source is the source. I'm in the game. You guys will never understand the knowledge of boxing and the terminology of source that I kick when it comes to boxing. But yes, I didn't watch. It's not a long interview, 8 minutes, maybe 9 minutes. Some of his answers, I didn't like his answers to certain questions and the laughter, and especially in regards to losing your eye and I still have one eye and I don't know, man. But to each his own. That's a whole nother sauce. But yes, hopefully you guys will, win the challenge, man. Right now, Kevin Iole, man, you are way ahead of the game. Old media is winning big time. But listen, you guys can still pull out the knockout. You still can pull out the knockout. Because like I said, this is especially you groupie. I mean, not groupie. Sorry. That came off wrong. You groups, not groupies. That is a derogatory word. You groups that push pro Spence topics and pro Spence narratives. If you can get him on your live, that is a knockout victory. It's not too late, man. Right now, Kevin Iole, man, came out a 10-7 round. That is a 10-7 round, man. Later for a 10-8, man. Kevin Iole got a 10-7 round because he's old media. He's one of the guys that they push narratives on that aren't in the loop. He got the first YTC interview. Man, that gotta eat you guys up. Are you mad? I bet you are. And I know this video is probably making you even more mad because I am discussing it and I am having creative content and fun with it. And why not? It's Friday. It's Friday, right? And I bet you didn't see this coming. Because me, I did see it coming. If you know, you know. If you know, you know, right? You guys love to play the numbers game. Why not go to, listen, I know you guys love to, you channels, you groups love to push the bar. But are you really pushing the bar? Because for all the bars that you push and the narratives that you push, I use Canelo Alvarez's artwork for this. You know why? For all the bars that you push, all the narratives that you push, Canelo Alvarez is still the highest paid, guaranteed. Listen, Canelo Alvarez, right? But he's not going to do that. Can sell one pay-per-view. Just say he just sold one pay-per-view. He's still getting that guaranteed money. Does that make any sense to y'all? He's still getting that guaranteed money. But he's not going to sell one pay-per-view. But I'm just saying, let's say he only sold one. Just say he does what Keith Thurman allegedly just did. They said Keith Thurman kind of bombed. I think he did 50, under 75. If Canelo does that, he's still getting that guaranteed 50, 40. What was it? 50 or 40? 50 or 40 M's? Something like that, man. So, how significant are you channels? I think Earl pretty much told you how significant you guys was. He went to Kevin Iole first. Hopefully y'all caught my source tonight. I hope it was rather very spicy and it gave you a little heartburn because you know you can always get a sauce Tums and chew on it. Salute to my guy, World Combat Sports. Shout out to my nephew down there in Texas as well. Speedy recovery. Um, hopefully, you know, you get everything off the ground in regards to your cartoon and other things that your father was talking in reference to you doing. And then maybe you can make the Source Talk podcast because, like I said, be on the lookout for the Source Sisters Boxing Baby Chronicles. All future sponsors and internships, you know, holla at daddy, man. You know, we got big things popping. CEO Nasaya will be coming to a city near you. Her catalog speaks for itself. Unlike you guys, Nasaya has interviews. She has guys on live. Matter of fact, look, let me I know I'm talking a lot, but let me show you. I'm just not talking. See, one thing about the source is we really walk the walk. When I say the CEO Nasaya has been on lives and conducted interviews with the guys, she really has. And we're going to get to that. That's why the sponsorships and internships offers that she will be receiving will be the business. Will be the business. I'm going to delete this one. You know, the setback guy. That's the setback. The setback didn't he didn't do hardly any coverage. Look, there it is right there. You see this? You see this? You see all the tags that I got on there? BET, CBS, New York. That's her right there. Interviewing a future champion. He's fighting tomorrow night. Shout out to Amani. Shout out to Uncle Platt for reposting that. You know, repost, man. Doesn't cost you $1. Shout out to World Combat Sports. Always reposts a lot of source work. Shout out to Jihad Music, all the others that repost. You know, sharing is caring, and it doesn't cost you $1. That is the biggest form of support. If you know, you know. And a lot of y'all do know that. That's why you by not supporting and sharing, you're hurting something. But look, did you see that some of the tags that's on here? You're not hurting nothing. If only you knew. But let's get to what I was saying. Her catalog is heavy. Look, there she goes again. Man, damn. I'm so proud of my daughter at 8 years old. Way ahead of her father. Way ahead of her father, man. I wasn't getting interviews like that until I was old, man. I was an old dog, man. But damn, when I started getting them, I got them, you know. Hopefully you guys can get one when you go down to Texas, you know, and win this competition, win this challenge. You know, we want you to win this challenge. You know, we want you to win this challenge. Yes, that's what I said. That's why when my interviews, my Jihad Tucker interviews, I'm a team member. So for you guys that are team members, if you can't get a Earl Spence interview, you work with the guy and shit like that. Look at this guy's face. A picture's worth 1,000 words, man. Look at his face, man. Says it all, man. You see, like that's the universe. Look, that's the universe. Look at his face, man. Look at his face, man. It's the universe, man. I don't even gotta speak on that, man. I don't even gotta speak on that, man. Here it is right here. Look, there she goes. Look, the side been in the game forever, man. Oh man. Let's play that, man. Oh, she been interviewing she interviewed Regis again. Again.
Let some of the people know, a lot. We watch their videos. He like beating up them tires, man. This
There
is
she
the
goes.
difference between hitting them tires and the professional heavyweight. Just break that down for the fans out there. So I hit the tires with the small bag legs. So if most people say it makes you hit harder.
Yes, that was CEO Nasaya right there. We're gonna stop that because I just wanted just to show you, man. When you see her internships,
because it basically makes you punch right. It makes you ball your your fist up and make you punch right. So of course, if you ball your fist up and
Yeah, so when you see her interviews and you see her little catalog just growing and flowing.
let some of the people know, a lot. We watch your videos. You like beating up them tires, man. Just describe the difference between hitting them tires and a conventional heavy bag. Just break that down for the fans out there. I mean, so I hit the tires with a small bag glove. So
Yes, that was CEO on the side with Regis Progress. He's also fighting March 19th. Shout out to Rougarou. But yeah, Nasai's catalog is heavy. Like I said, shout out to the future sponsors and internships. God is good. You know the vibes. But yes, man, once again, shout out to Kevin Ioli. Great Earl Spence YTC interview on Yahoo Sports. Check it out. New. Yeah, check it out. Dope content. Great questions asked. Hopefully some of these other can enter the competition because right now Kevin Ioli is in charge, in the front. He's the front runner, so to say, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this sauce tonight. We got fights on, so I might throw a little fight party. Like I said, we're going to go out and dine and eat and enjoy the family, you know. Always like to remember, count your blessings, keep God first. Always remember to have fun because you have a lot of people out here that aren't having fun. It shows they're miserable, they're upset, they're angry. They like to place things on others that are pretty much them, that are pretty much them, But like I said, salute to everybody who is building. Never be discouraged. Like tonight probably was one of my best streams, right? Because they're going to tell you that nobody watched me. But this was probably the first stream that I did where it wasn't at least 3 people in here. And like I told one of my colleagues, I said, when I see guys do 2,600 peak and I get 12 or 10, I'm good with that. You know why? Because I know my 12 or 10 are actual people. And then I know my content actually creates waves. In the words of Rakim the God, when the source speaks, I move the crowd. Move the crowd. Yes, move the crowd. Look, that's what we're going to close on, right? And I'm going to say this. I do not own the rights to this music. See, this was Source right here. Earl Spence said that itself. They're not going to negotiate through social media. You know why they said that? Oh, man, look at this. See what comes up on the Source? When you're in the game, you're in the game. That's Coach Reen and Jihad Tucker, man. This might have been the 3rd or 4th fight camp. But, man, Coach Reen is in the game, man. Young coach, man. In the game. Look, my guy just brought him up, man, with Bud multiple times, man. See, this right here World Combat is media, so he loses a couple points for this, but he got interviews with Bud and footage. But this right here will get you some points for you guys that's going down to Texas. If you guys can get something like this in Texas with Earl Spence, especially, listen, I'll tell you what, if you get something like this with Earl Spence, right, in Texas, if you can get something like this, right, I'm going to give you a bonus. I'm going to give you a bonus. So you will get 50 points instead of 25. I'm saying you got to have a camera on, though, because I'm going to look out for you. I know World Combat might not look out for you and say, nah, I need the interview. But I'm going to say if you can get a picture with Earl Spence with equipment on and present yourself as media or, somebody that might have got an interview, I'll give you an extra 25 points. Because I know from being in the field, sometimes you ask a fighter for an interview and they don't always give it to you. Ooh. Did you see how I just gave you some real insight to the game? So that's why I said I'll give you an additional 25 points because you might have made the effort to get an interview. Hopefully y'all caught that source. But salute to my guy, World Combat, been killing the game, man. Been killing it, man. There goes Coach Reen. See, Coach Reen is killing the game, man. She's 5. But I'm not. I was getting it in like this, too. There goes Jihad Tucker, Marley, with the guys. See, Coach Reen is in the trenches. Coach Reen is ahead of the curve. Shout out to Gilly. Man, this reminds me of these guys that I spoke highly of, and then they had the nerve to talk down on me. So I know that feeling, Gilly. Definitely know that feeling. That World Combat again. Look at this guy's face, though, man. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words, man. This guy, man, real despicable, man. Face expression says it all, man. Says it all. Oh, my God, Stitch Durant, man. Listen, World Combat threw up Stitch. I got to throw up Stitch. Stitch is a good guy, man. Stitch is one of those guys. He's solid in the game, man. See, Stitch. Now, Stitch is giving out interviews, man. I can say that, man. Look, Stitch not only gives out interviews, Stitch does things like this, man.
Hey, you guys.
Solid guy,
shout
man.
out to Sauce Talk Podcast. You guys enjoy it. It's a good one.
Yeah, Stitch is solid, man. I can't take nothing away from Stitch, man. Solid dude, man. And buy his book. He has a book on Amazon. Definitely look into his book. You know, we plug our peoples in, man. What the World Combat say? Scott, bro, you asking for bonus points? Yeah, nah, but Combat, you know how the game is, man. If they have the equipment on, right? Say they have their camera or whatever, they camcorder and they have the equipment and with a picture with Earl Spence, I'll give them 25 points because they might have asked for the interview and not got it. Because sometimes fighters don't give you an interview. But if you at least make an effort to get it, yeah, Stitch is the man. Listen, Stitch, that drop that you see right there that I got from Stitch was coming into the hotel to check in to get his room. And I want to speak on that, right? He was coming in to get his room. He checked in and did the interview with me and then did the drop. He didn't say, yo, let me go up to my room. I'll come back down. That happens a lot. And then you never see these guys again. He went right there and did that. And then when I seen him, I just seen him in January because he was at the fights in Verona, man. We kicked it, talked. He was kicking it with my girls. I'm definitely going to get them to interview him March 19th because I know he will be in town. So be on the lookout for that. You know the vibes, man. You know the vibes. But I wanted to get to shout out to Uncle Platt. Definitely, if you are in the DFW area, that's Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas area, tap in health and body wellness, man. It's a lifestyle, man. He will definitely get you right. Strength and conditioning, cardio, all that good stuff, man. This was classic right here. The laugh, man. The laugh. There goes another one of our hitters getting ready. He's fighting on the 12th. Oh man, is this the source with a coach and pass book? Man, but hey, what do I know? Let's just skip past that. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. I don't you. But yeah, I was trying to get to my Rakim. I wanted to get to my Rakim because Rakim said a bar that always stuck with me through the Mike Owl Rod. Shout out to Freeport Boxing, the guys right here. Great sparring last night, man. That's what I said, man. I'm in the trenches, man. Salute to all the media, bloggers, guys of that nature that are in the trenches, man. We get to see boxing. Man, I see so much boxing out the week. Sometimes that's why I said it's hard for me to come on here and talk boxing. There goes CEO Nasaya, man. Maybe CBS, NBC Nasaya. We never know. But hey, what do I know? Salute to Nasaya, man. Out here on the front lines, man. Getting to it, man. Proud dad, man. Proud dad, man. Where is that Rakim at, man? See, so much stuff gets posted here. I gotta tell my assistant, man. You gotta start denying people's posts. Start denying posts, man. If they're not promoting anything, themselves, their business, or anything, deny these posts, man. That Rakim should have been right there. It should have been right there. Yes, real comment. Look, there goes see Coach Reed on the scene. Right here, working the corner. He said, just skip over that piece. They're called. Yes, that's a fact. That is a fact, man. You know the game, World Combat. But look at Coach Reed working the corner, man. Man, she's hard, man. Yo, salute to this, man. This I want to speak on this. I'm glad this came up. Vladimir Klitschko, man, they're putting in work over there. This is real war. He's defending his home. He talked about putting people down. So that's real beef, man. So salute to them, prayers to them, man. You know, it's crazy what's going on over there, man. Crazy. This was yo. If y'all didn't check out this one, y'all missed out on a good one, man. That one right there was yesterday. It wasn't really that much boxing talking about it, but it was talking about moves that people make in boxing and in regards to hating on one another. Here it is right here. I'm gonna play this clip and close in a second. But yeah, check out that source yesterday. That source yesterday was so good because I was talking about, and I'll share this a little bit of it, right? I was talking about how we are our own worst enemy and how us as black people, black men, black women, a culture can have a disagreement and we will do the ultimate sucker shit to one another. But yet somebody else could critique us, talk down on us, and we won't do nothing about it, but accept it and say, oh, he was doing his job. Hopefully you caught that sauce, man. But yeah, let's get the guard, man. I want to just play this clip. Doom, 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 doom. I want to just play this clip, man. This clip is so powerful to me. I wanna play this clip and close on this clip, man. Like I said, I don't own the rights to this music. But this clip right here, this sums up the sauce, man. This is the sauce and a sum right here, man. Doom, 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 doom.
I will rise right in front of your eyes, cause I am a surprise. So I'ma let my knowledge be born to a perfection. All praise is due to Allah, and that's a blessing. But knowledge itself, there's nothing I can't solve. At 360 degrees, I revolve. This is absolute. Eyes on the mic, I will rise right in front of your eyes, cause I am a surprise. So I'ma let my knowledge be born to a perfection. All praise is due to Allah, and that's a blessing. But knowledge itself.
Yes, on the mic, I will rise right in front of your eyes, man. Right on the mic. You see, I got the mic now. I will rise right in front of your eyes. Like I said, salute to the chat. Keemon Wade, World Combat Sports. Everybody be great, man. Keep God first. We are going to close with some vintage sauce. You have been rocking out with the best in the world, the best on Long Island. And I only get that from my guy. Shout out to Jamel.
This is your boy Jamel Simplified Herring, and I'm with the best in the world, the best from Long Island, the Sauce Talk Podcast. Hey, we doing big things. Shout out to everybody out there in LI as well. Simplified, salute.
Yes, you know the vibes.
The World Combat Sports with the one and only Sauce Talk Podcast in the house.
That's right, you know the vibes.
Yes, sir.
Yo, Mr. Hot Tucker, man. The real gold. LeBron done of the game, man. Shout out to the Sauce Talk Podcast. Shout out my man Showtime Shot. If you ain't know, now you know. Everybody.
Screw you. That's right.
Like, subscribe and hit that bell.